Hi. I'm going to be doing this video on splinting, bandaging, and ace wrapping. So let's get started to show an example of what splinting looks like. A splinting is pretty much done to a patient to immobilize the area that they had broken or fractured or sprained or whatever the case may be. The physician is ordering a splint for the patient. With this, you're going to it's a piece of wood. Usually they'd use a tongue depressor or something else, depending on the situation. Okay, so first you want to have the patient lay out their arm into the position that you're going to be splinting them in. In this example, I'm going to be doing my middle finger. So usually the patient would be in a lot of pain, so you would like to do this pretty slowly and just considerably, because they're probably in pain. You want to have it laid down all the way to the midst of their palm, and you want to grab your tape and you want to go over your first knuckle and now the second knuckle. So now the patient can no longer move their finger. To secure this a little bit more, we're going to be using our ace bandage. With this, you just want to wrap over the middle of their palm to secure that middle wooden area. After that, you just want to kind of take it down to the wrist. This is kind of hard because it's on me, but and you just want to keep going over it until it's secure, and you want to continue with a figure 8 just to make sure everything is there and secure. You would then cut it off and it will stick to itself. Now your patient is immobilized and their finger can heal in a straight finger-like motion. Next, I'll be showing you guys how to bandage. So next is bandaging. Just gonna pull this up really quickly because we're going to be using this again. Okay, so for this one, the patient has a laceration and it has been taken care of by the physician, and you are now to be bandaging it. For this, you would like to get a 2x2 gauze and put it over the injured area, and then and get your hypoallergenic tape and make sure that all sides of the gauze are taped down. Securing the bandage in place. Usually, there are different types of bandaging, such as wet ones where the physician has ordered an ointment or some sort of treatment under it. But for this one, I'm just going to be doing a dry one. So with this, we're going to just do a spiral. You don't want to get this too tight, so just carefully wrap it around. After that, you'd then cut it off and it would attach to itself. If they happen to ask for a compression, which another bandage would also be used, which is a more this is to hold the bandage in place so it doesn't slide down off of it. You'd then get your compression and just go over it once more in a spiral motion, making sure it's not too tight. You'd then cut it off. And yeah. If you would like to check if your patient is having any sort of numbing, tingling sensation, because as soon as they would say that, you'd like to take that off as soon as possible and redo it. Now that the compression has been removed, this is how you would remove the bandage. I'm not going to cut it, but if you were to, in an office, you would get your bandage scissors and you would go right under the bandage and cut right through, knowing that the laceration is on the other side. So you'd cut through the back side of the opposite side of whatever the laceration is. For the rest of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to ace bandage a ankle. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways to ace bandage. There's a lot of different areas that could be ace bandaged, but this is the one I'm going to be showing you. Since I'm pretty flexible, I'm just going to be using my own foot. You want to make sure that the patient's foot is in a 90-degree angle, making sure that it is flat, sticking up. And you would like to get your ace bandage from the flat part, top right here, and just secure it by going around right there. Usually it would be wrapped up, but since this is not our first bandaging video or part of the video, it is pretty self-explanatory what's going on right now. You just want to take it around the ankle, securing it. Bringing it back around once again. Making it a figure eight. Making sure that it's not too tight. And that your patient's ankle is secured. After this, you'd then cut off the bandage and it would attach to itself.